Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
What you couldn't do, that was win a Super Bowl.
Press pause right there. Let me make this abundantly clear. There will not be no playing with my name. There will not be no playing with my career.
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Dom. I'm not going back and forth for a line.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Guys, make sure you guys download bosstalk101.app, man. Special gifts coming out this month in August. We got it going for you, I promise you. But here's what you got to understand, man. Cam Newton, Gillie the Kid, the beef done trickle out into the podcast world, the YouTube streets, the media world, the Twitch world. These guys are going back and forth now over the fact of it really is a competitive urge over the internet that they transferred into something that was a thing that personally, hey, and you got to give it up to Gillie. He just came out and just crushed him with this trophy that they done gave him. The team gifted him with a Super Bowl trophy. And the first thing he say when he get on that mic, Cam Newton ain't got one of these. And Cam Newton say, I'm not going to play with my career. You're not going to play with my name. And that's what he meant. But evidently, Gillie didn't get the memo. Gillie not trying to hear that. Now, when it come down to it, you've been watching them, and me and my partner was talking about, I said, look here, OG, man, listen, these guys, to be real and honest with you, they have an issue here because Gillie not going to let up off of him. Gillie little boy in him because he say, in this world, I'm the biggest. But Cam goes back to his rap career and starts smashing him on that. He goes back to Cam's old football career and smashing him on that. I don't know if this thing is going to slow down or ever get any better with these two guys going back and forth. Sometimes in these podcast streets, people get to beefing. And maybe that's my deal. I never really just interacted with the people who basically would say this or say that. And I just kind of let them say whatever. And I'm going to outwork you. That's what I look at. And that's what I look at with Cam. Man, you already, these guys, one was an old rapper. One was an old football player. This is the way the game is being established in their world. They all coming into a world where they're trying to create this new world far as finances go, and far as podcasting go, and far as keeping themselves relevant and talking about the things that's going on, in real time. And I always watch both of them, like both of them. Cam Newton, I seen Cam, me and him was at a show together at Magic. I met Cam Newton up there. I hadn't met Gillie yet, but the thing is, you see these guys, and you be like, man, I remember when you were playing football, or man, I remember when you were signing the Cash Money. But now their whole life has changed, and everything is dependent upon these YouTube podcasts, these deals they're doing, these sponsorships they're getting. And so they're doing whatever they got to do to stay relevant in this world. And this is what it's come to. Gillie say, Cam Newton ain't got one of these. Real loud, because he wants you to know, man, Jalen Hurts, all us over here, we winning. You never got to this level. But again, Cam could come back and talk about his rap career because of the Lil Wayne writing and all of these different things that people say and allude to when it comes down to Gillie's rap career. So this is a good battle. I don't know who wins this battle. I think Gillie wins it, man, because Gillie and them a little bit more, got a head start on it. They got a good chemistry going. I feel like Cam is just coming into this world. He's not all the way established in it, but he was big in his world, way bigger than I believe Gillie was in his rap career. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins this battle, you know. Like I said, man, brothers get into it. Hopefully somewhere down the line, this is what I hope. This is what I hope. Oh, let's be real for a minute, because I don't want you to think, oh, man, boss talk, they just saying this or saying that. Man, you know what I'm saying? Our two brothers done got into it and do it, man. Brothers get into it, man. Brothers have ups and downs. I got some friends. I'm not going to mention their name. I got a few friends that you see on my show today that when they went, but it didn't start off that way. But you can't tell me nothing about them. I'm not for to play about them either. So what I'm saying that for, I'm saying at some point, maybe these guys come together. Maybe these guys are able to hang out and sit down at the table together, because this here is sometime the way. Okay, let me give you a scenario, because y'all don't want to hear me. You ever had a partner that you got into a fight with when you first met him? And when you first met him, you got into a hell of a dog. That became one of the best friends you ever had. Now, I've had a problem with certain people. This was coming up as a kid. You fight a dude. Y'all get to squabbling. Boom, boom, boom. You know, it's like back in the day, we fought. We didn't do all this. You killed a friend because you're scared of fighting because you might look bad on the internet. No, we rough it up. Boom, boom, boom. Then once we rough it up, whoever win. Next time we see each other, we might fight again. But at some point down the line, you like, man, yeah. I had one time, I had something happen. One dude that hustled with me and hustled for me and didn't even realize it. We ended up being cool after that. But at one point, we was trying to kill each other. So this is the way sometimes good friendships will start off, but you end up being cool with the person and they be the best of friends. I've seen it a million times. Now, if y'all ain't seen it, get in the comments and let me know you ain't seen it. So what I'm hoping is to say that, I said all that to say this. What I'm hoping is at some point, my boy Cam Newton and Gillie the Kid will come together and we'll be able to even sit down on the same show together and just chop it up. Because this is a spat. This ain't, neither one of them really have no legitimate beef. They've never been in each other's arena until now. So now that they're in each other's arena, man, when we come into arena, we're going to stick our chests out, man. It's so many different podcasts. I remember, man, I was like, man, at first I like I said, when I came to the game, I just want to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do to make sure I stand on my own too. Because I ain't come from no rap background. I ain't come from no football background. I come from a hustle background and getting it out the mud background. So it's a difference for me. Everything we got out the mud. And the way we do it, ain't nobody else doing what we do. It's a little bit different because we're not looking for no quick likes and sound bites. We do stuff from the heart. So it grows the way it grows. But we are killing the game in our world and people love it. And man, thank God for all the people that rock with us, download the app and show us love. But at the end of the day, man, however these two choose to do it, you know, gotta respect them for it. Because a lot of times, man, in their arenas, man, they got other people talking, this person talking over here, Gillie hearing it in his ear, Cam here. I know because I've been there. And at some point, again, I think that they can brush this off and basically come together and have a great, you know, relationship and be cool with each other. And I think Wallow gonna tell him, man, hey, man, he ain't that bad, ain't that tough, man. Because they got to see each other. And when they see each other, they can just squabble it out. And I'm going to lie to you, I seen Cam, man. This dude is 6'6", 6'5". This ain't no little dude, man. I seen the dude. I kicked it. I was in the same place. We kicked it in the same spot. I said, damn, this big old nigga flooding. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga had that hat on and everything. He was doing his thing. So at the end of the day, Gillie, man, and it's crazy because, like I said, Gillie been catching a lot of straights, man. But man, he clowned his butt off last night at that 50th, man. He like, nah, man, Cam ain't got one of these. He ain't got one of these. He clowned him. You know, Cam ain't got no Super Bowl. And Cam basically, I guarantee you, gonna come back out. It's gonna be a little bit back and forth. But like I said, guys, do y'all think they can ever clear this up, man? Y'all got to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Maybe they get this cleared up. Maybe they can pop this off and it don't have to be so bad, man. Maybe they can figure this whole thing out, man, and live happily ever after. I don't know, man, but I don't know. I just know this dude here tripped out. Let me see him play it one more time. What did he say?
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Dom. I'm not going back and forth on line.
Wow, guys. See what I mean? He said he never had one of these. He ain't never had one of these. And that hurt, that pinch, that sting, that, ooh, man. He didn't have one of them. And he basically fought his whole career to get one of them. And he didn't make it to that level. And to hear it in this way and magnified in front of a whole crowd is not the same as the people talking about it in their living room. Basically everybody in the world, and they say, hold the mic up to your mouth so we can hear you better. And he screamed it with everything in him. Cam Newton ain't got one of these. Cam Newton ain't got one of these. And boy, listen, Cam sitting back looking at that man. And in his heart, he feel like, man, this dude done put me on Front Street. What can I do about this? And he's trying to come up with things and scenarios to try to fight back this whole situation of how this man could publicly display him in front of a whole crowd of people and disrespect him and put it on the microphone. See, we heard his on the podcast, but this nigga's on the microphone at an event where all the Eagles and players is at. Y'all don't understand what's happening here. This is a whole nother level of disrespect. When you do it like this, you get it on the mic and you sit there and you, like a rapper. He should have seen this coming. That mic in Gillie's hand is nothing new for Gillie. Gillie has been talking on the mic ever since he was trying to put them rhymes together on the crowd, whether he was a hype man or whether he was a main rapper. He was on the stage with the mic. Now, if this was a football thing, it'd be totally different. It's not a football thing, even though he's holding a football trophy. He's basically giving you the blues right here, Cam Newton, in his own special way. This is how he gets down. Cam Newton ain't got one of these. That's that whole rap thing. You got to understand how he's coming at you. The tactic is from a rap perspective, and you being a football player, you got to almost grab a football to go at him in order to win this thing, man. How can you win it on the football level? You can't win it on a podcast level, and you definitely can't win it on a rap level. So how are you going to get this man back? What's your quality of get back? How do you get back at this cat and say, hey, man, what you did was disrespectful, and I want the people to know I'm finna hit you in the stomach to get my get back. That means, how am I gonna do it? The show is one thing. You got to go to Philly, homie. You got to go to Philly. You got to go to Philly, and you got to go down there, and you got to stand on business and tell him right in his neighborhood what he ain't done or something. But just standing on the podcast, this man done took it to the streets on you, man. Took it to the streets on you. So you can't lay down on this when you gotta let them know, hey, boy, you got to come on with it. I'm not finna play with you about this whole situation. We finna have to get out, homie. And I'm going to your neighborhood. That's all. Be careful with that, though. Them niggas in Philly, you know, they busted guns over there. So you don't want to just go over there and you don't want to go over there and not be prepared, man. So I don't know, man. Y'all might have lived this longer. I ain't really never seen y'all get in no real trouble. Y'all don't want to be sitting down behind this, so don't take it too far, Cam. But you're going to have to do something, man. Y'all get in the comments, what the hell should Cam Newton do in order to come back for Wallow to hit him in the stomach with a, Cam Newton ain't got one of these, on that mic like that? How does he come back from that, man? I don't know. I know y'all will let me know. And if you watch it, man, download Boss Talk 101.app now. Also, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that button. Hit that bell. become a new subscriber. We got stuff that on the membership on both sides. We hustling. I don't know nothing else to do but to get to it. Yeah, I'm going to show you everything you need, man. Get on the app and check us out. And also the membership on the YouTube, the hustling going on, man, everywhere, man. Here, there, it's everywhere. And also, guys, if you're still watching, man, what y'all think about my boy Rick Ross? Did he go too far? Bringing 50's kid into this? Let me know what y'all think, man. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.